Do you like ESPN FC? Or maybe do you like Match of the Day? But guess what? This ain't it. This is Halftime Team Talk, Barbados' premier football talk show, where we discuss what is happening in the Premier League, Serie A, La Liga, and whatever else comes up. So if it is World Cup, Euros, African Cup, we will go through it as the weeks go by.
Basically, we just talk football.
Just a football talk show. A Bajan twist.
I mean, big matches, weekend matches, plus we have a fantasy league. You all guys can check our Facebook page and the YouTube channel and stuff to find out more about the fantasy league. We'll be giving out prices, so you know that'll be coming soon, so just stay tuned for that there.
I want to encourage you guys to follow our Facebook page, follow our YouTube channel. We're going to have some amazing content. We're going to be looking at every Champions League game, every Europa League game for those Man U players. Every Europa League game for those Man U fans playing that Thursday night football. And you know, it's going to be fun, it's going to be interactive. Like Ron said, we're going to have a fantasy football setup. You can compete against us and, you know, have fun. So it's our football chat, it's our football show. You know, lots of Bajan vernacular in here, not the Queen's English, just having fun. Subscribe and like, and we have a lot of good content for you.
Coming up for you. You know, Halftime Team Talk ain't just, we just ain't gonna be here in and out. This ain't be a consistent, we here to stay. Right? We talking about football. So if you know you want something about the football, soon enough we will be having phone calls coming in for your audience and give your opinion live on our show about what y'all think about the games of the day, so on and so on, what y'all think about players being transferred, what y'all think about the fantasy league, and so on and so forth. All those stuff will be kind of on Halftime Team Talk.
This show is completely interactive. If there's anything you guys would like us to follow, anything that you guys would like us to talk about, if anything happens on a weekend that you think will be interesting for the show, just hit us up on our social media and we will include it in our next segment, and we will also shout you out for raising that topic. So just check the links below for our social media information. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and we are on YouTube. And we have all the latest transfer gossip. We have all the latest results.
Or if you got a problem with your thing, contact Halftime Team Talk. Let's say just leave the comments below.
And for any sponsors out there, you can contact us at halftimeteamtalks@gmail.com.
Got numbers around Jimenez, he scores on the turn. The breakthrough for Watford. He's got away from his man, Antonio! Oh, he scored! That took everybody by surprise! Hulk! D-Day!
Won't be left for Christian Eriksen. Oh, what a header! Dele Alli!
Austin for Valerie with a bit of space to line one up and score. Yes!
He's done it again! That's Sheffield United in front of you!
It's the shot! That's the goal! From Marco Stiepermann, 20 yards out.
Who is at Newcastle United are level. Rondon puts Newcastle level.
Lukaku, room for the shot! And he finds the corner!
Looking to curl one with the left foot. Sane was in there, and Aguero scores within seconds.
Origi, still Origi. Oh yes! 1-1.
Here's Calvert-Lewin. Trippier can't stop him, and coming in to finish it off is Theo Walcott.
Zaha will look for Townsend! And Crystal Palace. Alonso took it in his stride, and there's the square ball. Flagstaff down the ball. Pedro with the goal.
Lovely round the back for me. And it's blocked in right. Swinton racing out. And Brighton have snatched an equaliser through Ishoa. A rapid response.
For the battle on, and in! El Ghazi in the North London derby.
Aubameyang scores. And Barney goes first time. Let's score the stayer.
He's
gone past one. He's still going. He's gone past two. Callum Wilson! My goodness me, what a goal!
Oh, you're all going to see about the Juventus squad so far this season. When I feel that Juventus can actually win Champions League this season with this team, just because Ronaldo gone there, and practically get the second best defender that got rated in the world right now, which is Delay.
Second best?
Yeah, I know he's second best, but Bradley is number one.
This 19-year-old, you're saying he's second best defender in the world right now?
Well, to be honest, he got the best stats out of practically the rest of the defenders in the world right now.
Second best for a 19.
I ain't rating company up in there, just to be
No,
fact that.
Even though I'm biased, I'm not putting company up in there because I mean.
But name a centre back for the season that do better than Delay and Van Dijk.
Alright. No. I am not saying that he's not a good defender.
Yeah, I just did him with the season.
Right, see, no, okay, for example, when Mbappe went to PSG for a couple $100 million, was he the best striker in the world?
No.
When Alisson went to Liverpool, was he the best goalkeeper in the world?
But no, he is. Right now, Alisson Becker is rated the number one goalkeeper in the world.
He is?
Yeah. Right now, Neymar is the number 3 on the short list for the Ballon d'Or. The short list on the Ballon d'Or is Lionel Messi, Van Dijk, and Alisson Becker.
Honestly, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that Delay is like the number 2 defender in the world. There are a lot of older defenders. When I say older, I mean there are a lot of established players that I think would rank above him.
Overall ranking, he is not the best defender in the world.
Okay.
But for last season, overall ranking, Van Dijk is not the best defender in the world.
Right. So, but
for last season, that's how these men base it on. They base it on the season. They base it on what they men do for the past couple of years on right. So that would be an overall ranking for the season.
So
the two best defenders is Delay and Van Dijk.
Okay. The way that I see it is that he was playing in Holland. He was playing Dutch football. First of all. Secondly, yes, Ajax went to the quarterfinals. The quarterfinals they went to? Semis? Yeah, okay, fine. I guess Ajax went to the semi-finals of the Champions League. But realistically, how many games is it that you play in the Champions League?
And actually, to me, ain't really about games. It's about your level of competition that you play in the Champions League.
So, where I'm going with this is that there are defenders that, for example, let's say like Sergio Ramos, that play a whole season, that came off of playing 3 seasons of high intensity football.
Well, overall rating, I would rate Sam Ramos, let's say an overall rating, as if I'm rating your overall performance since he was at, well, Delay left Ajax now. If I had to base Delay overall rating against Ramos overall rating, it's only obvious I would put Ramos higher. But for the last season, Ramos can't get rated over Delay. Because that's how these guys base these things on. No, these guys don't really base it on an overall rating. They must get overall ratings when it comes to like, you know, like if the man saying who was the best player for the last 10 years or something. So, but each rating does be based on your previous season. Like the Ballon d'Or, your Ballon, Alisson Becker and Virgil van Dijk name can't get on the Ballon d'Or list for the last 3 or 4 seasons. Their names can never reach it. But for last season, their names are on the top 3 shortlists.
Well, honestly, I would say that Van Dijk has to be the best defender in the Premier League, hands down. I think Liverpool was
Since company left, I could give him that.
No, and being biased, I still will take company out because if you look at Liverpool, let's hear me out.
No, I can't as well.
Look at Liverpool prior to Van Dijk and Alisson coming. You had in the middle, you had in the back for Liverpool, you had Lovren, who's a joke, and you had Mignolet, who was another joke of a goalkeeper. And Liverpool scraped through because they scored a lot of goals, but yet they conceded a lot of goals. You had Liverpool winning games, 4-5, 3-2. Whereas then you had a lot of goals conceded. Thanks to change to Van Dijk and Alisson, that has stopped. Now you have Liverpool scoring far more and they let in, and Liverpool lost what? 0 games last season? No, they lost 1. And how can they forget they won? They lost because they lost to City.
Yeah.
But mind you, the only team that beat Liverpool last season was City.
But the reason why I can't rate Van Dijk the number 1 goalkeeper.
He's not a goalkeeper.
Defender in England, right? Van Dijk only became big when he went to Liverpool. What happened to Van Dijk at Southampton?
Well,
people just look at it, people say, well, he's a good goalkeeper, but it's only when he went. He's a good defender. It's only when he went to Liverpool, when he went on a better side than Southampton. And he get recognition, otherwise than that, Van Dijk would have gone on and nobody.
Why?
He only did it for 1 season. He no got proof himself to me. I would say for last season, yeah. But I can't say that overall he's the best defender in Premier League.
Am I going to have to take up my phone and send you a text message to get worded? What I was trying to tell you, even though you won't let me, is that if Van Dijk wasn't an exceptional player, he would not have been picked up by Liverpool. Furthermore, before Van Dijk went to Liverpool, there was a lot of interest from City who were looking. From the time that Vincent Company came, they've been looking for what do you call it? They've been looking for a partner for him in the back, and then they've been looking for a replacement for him in the back, right? And Van Dijk came out as one of the top candidates, either to be a defensive peer with Company or to replace Company eventually. And he went to Liverpool. You cannot sit and say.
I am saying that he's not a good defender.
You can't sit and say that because Southampton didn't do exceptional things that he wasn't an exceptional player. For example, Sadio Mane came from Southampton and he just carried Senegal to the finals of the Africa Cup of Nations. He helped carry Liverpool to the Champions League. He helped carry Liverpool.
You used to hear Mane name from Southampton.
But that's it. So all that I'm saying is that if you're going to judge Van Dijk by the level of performance that Southampton had as a whole, it's not fair.
I can't.
There was a season where Man U played utter rubbish. Man United played utter rubbish, and the only saving grace was David De Gea. Now, because Man U they came 10th in the league, or would you have said that David De Gea was one of the worst goalkeepers in football? No. David De Gea was one of the best goalkeepers in football. David De Gea was doing the work of the defenders and the goalkeeper back there. He was stopping everything.
But prior to that season, right, wasn't David De Gea already rated?
Yes.
Okay. Was Van Dijk rated high prior to Liverpool?
Yes.
No.
If Virgil van Dijk was not highly rated, he would never have commanded the price tag that he did, and he never would have attracted the attention that he did. When he went to Liverpool for, it was what, 70 million?
He went for 75 million.
Right. When Virgil van Dijk went to Liverpool for 75 million, eyebrows were raised, but they were quickly brought back down because you saw the value for money. I am telling you, there is no way that Liverpool would have won that Champions League or come second in the Premier League without Van Dijk in the back. No way. Alright, furthermore, how do you rate Argentina national team? Okay, but who's in it?
Messi.
And?
Ronaldo.
And?
Di Maria.
And?
Dybala.
And? When you speak about the Argentina national team, it is superstar after superstar after superstar after superstar
In the front line.
But they don't win anything.
Because they have a whole superstar lineup of strikers.
Good. But Southampton wasn't winning anything. But that doesn't mean that Virgil van Dijk was a rubbish player.
I never tell you it was rubbish. You never hear me tell you it was rubbish. I just tell you that I cannot rate Virgil van Dijk off of one season at Liverpool.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, that could be his lucky season. As far as I'm concerned, Virgil van Dijk could play garbage next season. My name, the other players that came from Southampton, their names were higher than Van Dijk one. Right now, Liverpool buying Van Dijk was a luck or a chance thing, brother.
No,
You want to know that? Because Van Dijk was only sought of mostly from England. Hardly any outside people look to buy Van Dijk. Hardly anybody from Juventus, everybody from Italy, Spain, hardly anybody was looking for Van Dijk. Van Dijk was only a major buy in England.
Do you rate?
And you cannot rate somebody off of one season. One season could be a fluke.
Okay.
You understand? I rate Van Dijk off of his one season. That he's great. You can't go a text because you know talk about 60 minutes and they can't even get in a word. So I don't want to rubbish about texting. You know talk about half hour, brother. And they let you talk. So it's time to let me talk.
Back to my question. Do you rate Edison?
Edison's a good goalkeeper.
Had you ever heard about Edison before City bought him?
Yeah.
Really?
I heard about Edison.
Okay. Let me see who else.
You ever hear about Handanovic?
No.
Okay. You know that Handanovic at point in time was the #1 goalkeeper for 2 seasons?
All that I'm trying to say is that there are players out there who are world class that you don't hear about until look.
A top team buys them. That's my point.
You call Liverpool a top team?
Liverpool a top team. Name the 2 top teams in England. The team with the 2 most trophies in England. Name them.
Hold on. If you're gonna talk about the 2 top teams in England, you have to talk about Manchester City.
You mean no?
Hold on, just listen.
No. Because you like to talk about overall performance, right? Overall, my City in the top 5 greatest teams in England.
Hold on. I just being serious here. This is a serious.
But that's a serious fact.
This is a serious conversation. I am saying to you that if in terms of the top 2 teams in England
right now,
it is Manchester City and Manchester City on the 21s.
On the who?
The Manchester City first team and Manchester City on the 21.
Manchester City on the 21 team, right? Can't beat Southampton.
That's the top 2 teams in England. Is anybody else out there? Not as far as I know.
Right? Man City make only start talking.
I heard a rumor
because they grew was like from 4 years ago.
I heard a rumor that there's another Manchester team that wears red, but I've never seen them perform.
Right? If you talk about overall, as you know, prove my point. You prove that Man City is a top team now, right? But overall performance, Man City now come out the shadows, brother. When you talking about history, where is Man City's history?
You know, every year.
Man City is not great in history, right?
You know, every year.
You ask me questions. I answer a question. Man City is not great in history, right?
If you would let me respond, I will respond to it.
Yeah, respond.
Every year around school sports time, you always see these old men around shops talking about how fast they used to run. History. So similarly, you have these teams that loiter around the Premier League, talking about how great they were. But when you look at what is happening now, they're not great. Man United isn't great.
But at the end of the day, right, that old man names gone down in history, though.
Yes.
Man City is now going down in history. So if you want to base an overall performance on compare Man City to Man United and their history of where they come from,
right? And
Man City will start here, and Man U will start here.
Right, and people and Man U supporters love to throw that in as some sort of lame excuse.
Because at the end of the day, that is the artillery they have to talk about. That's the artillery they have to talk about. And your artillery is you know get artillery to talk to Man U, man.
No, but you see, and we're having a serious conversation.
I ain't vexed because at the end of the day, I can know Man U man must give you under real pressure.
No, but you see, and this is what I would say. For 34 years, there was a banner up in Old Trafford that counted up every single year that Man City went without winning a trophy. Right? For 34 years that existed in Old Trafford. And I cannot see myself stopping anytime soon from throwing the stones at Man United when for 34 years there was a banner up in Old Trafford that was firmly throwing stones at.
I ain't vexed you for teasing Mario or being Mario pressure because at least those stay for 34 years when doing it. I couldn't feel the same way because as a Barcelona fan, Real Madrid is just a Barcelona for many years. But just ask the guys at home, what you all guys feel about the transfers that were made for Juventus? Do you all feel that Juventus will compete for Champions League next year because they have Ronaldo, they got Adrian Rabiot as a free transfer, they get Emir Khan as a free transfer. They still got Douglas Costa, they still got Sami Khedira.
They got in Aaron Ramsey as well.
Yes, they got another free transfer, Aaron Ramsey. They just bought the lit for 75 million. People partner with Chiellini now. And they still got Chesney, the word Chesney a big one in England.
You mean the goalkeeper?
Yeah.
That was a flop at Arsenal?
Yeah, the word Chesney a big one in England. I mean in Italy, so I don't understand how that actually happened. But
they still have the body on their books, or he's at Bayern?
they better still, yes, they still have Pablo.
He's still at Juventus?
Yeah, he's at Juventus. Right? So you all feel that Juventus will actually win a Champions League with this team. Because the Colin Ronaldo missed the Champions League.
But what I would say is that that's clearly what they're trying to do. But from the whole PSG experiment, we've seen that you cannot buy a Champions League. Because for all the money that PSG threw into buying Champions League, they still got knocked out pretty early by a second-rate team to go.
Yeah. I believe Juventus will flop because
What are you looking at me, son?
I believe Juventus will flop just in the fact that the competition in Serie A is not as great as La Liga and EPL and these other things. Serie A is practically a one-horse race.
But that's the thing.
Because Juventus is practically winning this league 7 years straight.
You have a number of leagues that are one-horse races. If you look at France and PSG, it's basically a one-horse race. If you look at
that's one reason why PSG don't go too far. You can't be competing against AS Monaco and Lyon and expect to beat teams like Man City and and Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Every year you have Celtic in the Champions League because they're pretty much in a one-horse race. Man City is currently in a one-horse race in England.
No. England would never be a one-horse race.
I mean, and this can go on. You have, and I think as the influx of money is coming into particular teams, even like Jurgen Klopp was saying, and this is from Liverpool's standpoint, that they can't afford to buy big name players every single year, but you have teams out there that seem to have endless checkbooks that are buying big name players every single transfer window, summer and winter. And the more that this happens, the more you're going to get these one-horse races. Because if you look at the bench that is at City, probably costs more than the stadium at Norwich.
Probably for sure.
The whole stadium at Norwich probably costs less than the bench at City. So the more and more that you see an influx of money into particular teams, because it happens in every league. There's a host of money at PSG. There's a host of money at Barcelona and at Real Madrid. There's a host of money at City. You can probably even stay at Chelsea, but in a reduced manner right now. And in every league, you have these teams that seem to have unlimited finances, and their investment into their squads are in some ways corrupting the leagues and making them a little bit unfair. And I know that financial fair play is supposed to step into place to help that, but you often see Chelsea getting hit with financial fair play violations, and nothing happens. You see Barcelona getting hit with financial fair play violations, nothing happens. City get hit with them, nothing happens. They keep buying players every season.
But the guys kind of cracking open it because they're looking to ban Man City from Champions League.
It will not happen.
Alright? So that's what we're going to do.
It will not happen.
Right? Give Chelsea their ban. Real Madrid just had a ban the idea. Real Madrid cannot buy nobody for like 2 seasons. Chelsea can go through this right now. Right? So they're still looking to crack open it. But the next thing is that I realize more people are looking to buy football clubs.
Yes. But there's a lot of money in it.
Yeah.
And, you know,
invest, right?
right, because, and if you look at, well, being totally biased here, but if you look at the project that was undertaken by City Football Group, where they bought Manchester City, they bought New York City FC, they bought Melbourne City FC, and there's a team also in Japan. And the whole group as a whole is a money-making venture. Yeah. You know, and is consistent branding through all the teams. Players are often moved from one team to another. You had Manchester City bought Aaron Moy, who is currently at Huddersfield, and gave him to Melbourne City FC. You had Frank Lampard was bought by New York City FC, ended up playing for Man City. Then he went back to New York City FC. The youngster that City just brought back, Angelino, he was at New York City FC. They moved him around, and you know, it's just like all this money is involved to get as wide of a fan base as possible. So New York City FC is in New York, and then those fans will start to follow Man City, and they you know, and they do all of these things to increase their visibility towards football fans, and you know, get shirts sold.
All right, the next transfer we'll be talking about is Neymar with the possibility of going back to Barcelona.
Or Real Madrid, because Real Madrid is in the race as well.
Man, you too?
Come on, let's be realistic. Realistically,
Man United is in the race.
Man United cannot afford Neymar.
What do you say?
If Man United was at great pains to bring Pogba, then I can't see them. I can't because as it is, Man United has nothing to offer. There are no players that Man U can offer PSG in part exchange, and you can't even mention Pogba because Man United are not going to let Pogba go because they need that creativity in their midfield. And if it is that Pogba goes to PSG and in exchange for Neymar, then that will just be a one man team. Being honest, and I can't see that Man United would cripple themselves like that. So, right? I can't see that they'll.
But at the end of the day, Man, you still buying players. So we don't know what Man, because as far as we know, Man, you can offer PSG, Lukaku, and Pogba plus a little cash for just Neymar.
Well, what I will come to that with is right now, Man U is shopping at solo. So they're like kind of bargain hunting on players. You've seen them go to Swansea, you've seen them go to Crystal Palace. And I just don't believe that a player as expensive as Neymar is in their best interest. Well, realistically, if Neymar doesn't stay at PSG, which if I was the principal at PSG, he would have to stay. Because I just expected so much money to bring him there. And after one season, he wants to up and leave. Not for me.
Well, it might still be a bad investment because if Neymar wants to leave, right? Prevent him from leaving. Who's going to say that the man's going to come up there eventually? At the end of the day, Neymar is so big. Neymar can play a ball for a season and still get sold for 100 million.
But at the end of the day, he has to be a professional. If it is, like for example,
we're talking about Neymar. Look at Neymar just do.
True. I give it that one. I finally concede one to you. Yeah. But come on, realistically, the kind of money that he actually put into bringing him there, and the aim of winning the Champions League. And remember, the aim of PSG is to win the Champions League. So if it is their aim to win the Champions League, I can't see them just easily let him Neymar go.
The reason I believe Neymar wants to leave is because Mbappe took vacation. You understand? You went there practically as the big player. Because they practically bought Mbappe and Neymar at the same time.
True.
Right? But the thing is with Mbappe is that Mbappe just come from Monaco, being the top player from Monaco. Come to PSG, which is the #1 team in France.
And he's French.
Win World Cup with France. Right? His first ever World Cup. Yeah. Then went on to score like 32 goals in the league.
Albeit the French league.
Right? So Mbappe practically made put Neymar in his shadow. True. Because we're going to boil on top of Neymar when it comes to PSG. We're going to be the face man for PSG is Mbappe.
And to me, the loser in that whole situation is Cavani. Cavani, yes. Because imagine, for years you were there sitting in Zlatan's shadow. And Zlatan leaves and you figure, you know what, I am going to be the top striker now. In comes Neymar and Mbappe and just totally don't like. But realistically, if he does leave, I can see him going either to Real Madrid or back to Barcelona. And I mean, even in the press the other day, they were saying that Barca was looking to offer 2 players, including Coutinho, less money for Neymar.
And Neymar said right now he wants to leave so bad that he don't even care who buy him right now. Like last thing Neymar said, he don't care who buy him because Neymar said he doesn't want to go to Real Madrid because of the conflict of interest between Real Madrid and Barcelona. Right? So Neymar said he didn't want to go to Real Madrid, but Neymar wants to leave PSG so bad. Neymar said he doesn't care as long as it's not at PSG. Right? And Real Madrid will want to ban because it's Neymar and it will hurt Barca if Neymar goes to Real Madrid. But Neymar said the place he wants to go and play for is Barcelona. Now as a Barca fan, right? I would not give up Dembele for Neymar. I would sell Coutinho first. You understand? Because Coutinho came to Barcelona and Coutinho lived up to the hype. Right? That's the truth. He ain't lived up to that hype since Neymar left. Right? Because the reason Barca bought for Coutinho is because of Neymar. They asked Neymar in an interview who you think is the best player in Brazil. Neymar said to him it is Philippe Coutinho. To me, he said that Philippe Coutinho is the best player in Brazil. And you can't do that because Coutinho is a very great player. To me, Dembele is a very good player. Dembele is showing he worth that player, right? I would cancel Dembele and Philippe Coutinho just for Neymar. You understand? Right now they want to offer Malcolm.
Yes.
Even
they had offered Dembele, Malcolm, Coutinho, and somebody else. Modric, not Modric.
Even Arturo Vidal they had it.
What is it?
Rakitic. Even had Arturo Vidal there. And I can't see why I will part with Dembele and Coutinho at the same time just for Neymar. So when Neymar hurt, who am I going to put?
And then also you have to look at the fact that Suarez is getting older.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And the same players that you just mentioned, those are young players.
And we just bought our Suarez replacement.
You know, it's like you need those players in your squad still because Messi and Suarez are getting older.
Yeah. And like I just said, we just bought our replacement for Suarez, which is Antoine Griezmann.
Right.
That is Suarez replacement.
And in terms of Griezmann, don't you think that is a bit late in his career for that Barcelona move?
Well, if Griezmann wanted to play at Barcelona, he would have. So Griezmann don't get any time to come to Barcelona. Right? He's still a bit young, he's about 27 or I think so. I think it's 26, 27.
That's old in football terms.
Right? In football terms, yes, it's old, but to me, you guys know times in football until you get 30. For until you get 30, you should retire.
Depending on the position you're playing, because I would say a defender can go a little bit later, maybe a goalkeeper. But if it is that you're someone who plays wide or you play up front, or 27, 28, 29, 30, though you're getting because your speed isn't the same, your physicality isn't the same, the amount of energy that you will have isn't the same, the stamina isn't the same. So Antoine Griezmann is a fantastic player. I'm just wondering if it isn't a little late in his career for that move.
Because at the end of the day, you still want some sort of glory. I think Antoine Griezmann is looking to win Champions League. He's looking to win the Champions League. It's like when Henry left Arsenal. To me, Henry should have left Arsenal ever since before he went Barcelona. But Henry went Barcelona in he lived years. Because Henry told himself, look, I need to win the Champions League. Like Eto'o went to Barcelona and he lived years too. Because they didn't want to win a Champions League. That's why Suarez left Liverpool. I went Barcelona. I want to win Champions League. I need to go with a team that I feel can compete for Champions League. The team I have right now is not competing for it.
I agree. Right? It's kind of like what Walker said, that he played X amount of years at Tottenham, didn't win a thing. Came to Manchester City, and in his first season won about 3 trophies.
Are you just looking for glory? You understand? No. Let me talk about glory, right? I believe that there's a very good football player that killed his career by being the league. That's Ronaldo.
That killed his career?
I think Ronaldo killed his career negatively. To me, Ronaldo is not going to be the Ronaldo that we used to see. And to me, that is the end of that.
You're talking about CR7?
Yeah.
He killed his career by going to Italy?
To me, I believe he killed his career in Italy.
How so?
Italy, the only strikers, right, that perform well in Italy are strikers that were made in Italy. Name a big name striker that left Syria, that left La Liga, England, and so on, and went Italy, and did great.
But do you recognize that you're talking about CR7?
It doesn't matter. R9 was greater than CR7. And R9 went Italy and died.
Well, all that
Ronaldinho was greater than CR7. Ronaldinho went Italy and died.
All that I'm saying is that CR7 is freakish in his.
And what happened? He's freakish in his nature, right? And came fourth in the goal scorers in Italy.
Right, but
He came fourth.
all that I'm
He
saying.
practically played the whole season.
All that I'm saying is that
That Ronaldo we knew, he gone.
I wouldn't say that.
He gone.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
So far,
The reason why I wouldn't say that he's gone is that you also have to factor in his age, right? And for his age, his performance is exceptional.
I ain't saying that. But what I am saying is that Ronaldo was in his 30s for a while. Now Ronaldo been what, 34, 35?
I think he's about 35.
Right? 34, 35. That means, right? And as we just said, to me, to be a striker is go hit from 30, right? And for him to still be playing at that good of a football player at 35, right? It's good. It's still good, but you gotta remember, he just left Real Madrid and went Juventus. Look at the service he had at Real Madrid. He had Modric, Casemiro. I can't call Benzema because to me Benzema is garbage. He had Sergio Ramos, Marcelo, Daniel Carvajal. You understand? He had a very good team, a team that's better than Juventus, which is proven. The Juventus might know. Well, let me not really jump to conclusion because Juventus know by the leg. They don't get Aaron Ramsey, they don't get a better midfield than the one they had before. So I didn't know how they might do this season. I know they're gonna win Serie A for sure because not every team don't win Serie A other than Juventus. You understand?
No, I think that
But that Ronaldo that we used to know, he gone. That's the end of it.
So in terms of our fantasy football, we are going to be playing in the Premier League, and we are also going to be playing in La Liga. Right now we're tossing around the idea of having a Champions League, Fantasy League. If you guys are interested, hit us up in the comments. Let us know if you're interested, and we will set it up.
Look to the bottom of the screen, and you all will see the links where you can go to sign up for Champions League. Obviously, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram.
Fantasy League is fun. Fantasy football is fun. If you've never played it before, it's really interesting. It helps you to learn a lot more about the teams that are playing in the leagues that your team plays in. So you might know a lot about your team, but by playing Fantasy League, it makes you watch other games, it makes you interested in other teams, and it really helps you to build your general football knowledge. I've been playing fantasy football for a couple of years now. I love it. I set up my teams every season. I actually played 2 teams in the same league. So it's really addictive and it's really fun. So I would encourage you guys to join our fantasy football team. And it's very competitive. Try to beat me. Alright, so
for the fans up there, who y'all guys think will finish first in next season EPL? Y'all think that Man U will finish above Man City and regain their title as the Kings of Manchester? Or y'all think City gonna do this for this quadruple again in England? What you all read it or feel what you all guys think about that? Comment below. As you know, Insta, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. You can just look below for the links.
if you would like to have your company as a sponsor for this show, just send us an email to halftimeteamtalks@gmail.com.